Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning. My name is Imade Dartawan, and in this video I will present my research project proposal. Okay, the title of my research is the effectiveness of using English WhatsApp group as instructional media on students' vocabulary and motivation. And we have background in chapter 1. As you know, in Industrial Revolution 4.0, digitalization is leading to fundamental changes in education and training. Every student has a smartphone with its features. The features can be used for learning English by creating an online class. Students have a strong passion for smart mobile phones with all their smart applications. So, English language teachers can use mobile phones from each now and then to increase the students' English skills. Nowadays, the students are so fond of mobile phones. They are interested in having the most updated smart mobile phones with the latest application in the market. There is a trend to make benefit from this passion by adopting mobile phone in English classes. One of the most difficult challenges in teaching a foreign language is finding a way to help students improve the habit of practice. This is especially true in countries where students generally share a common mother tongue and have little or no exposure to English outside the classroom. So, online communication is time and place independent. Learners communicate with each other anywhere and anytime as long as there is access to the internet. The prevalence of network connections has helped to shift gradually learning settings from the traditional face-to-face classroom to the online learning environment, where learners interact with the instructor and with other learners. Okay, we move to the problem statement. The problem statement is WhatsApp group chat effective to use on students' vocabulary mastery? And what is the student response toward WhatsApp as their media in learning English? And then objective of study. Based on the formulation of the study, the objective of the study is to know whether WhatsApp is effective or not on student vocabulary mastery, and to know what is the student's response toward these implementations. Next, scope and limitation of the study. The study is focused on the effectiveness of WhatsApp group chat to use in learning vocabulary for the 11th grade students of SMA Negeri 1 Pasangkayu in the academic year 2020 and 2021. And the significance of the study. This research supports the implementation of hybrid learning, in which the student cannot only get the material in their classroom, but they can also elaborate on their learning process in the online class through WhatsApp group chat. The result of the study also provides beneficial for English teachers, especially in helping them to use technology in the teaching and learning process. Next, definition of key terms. WhatsApp group is a feature that allows the user to either send the same message to multiple contacts without typing it again and again, or have a conversation with a group of friends in one chat room. And then vocabulary mastery is the ability in recognizing words which are measured in the vocabulary recognition test. The test in the form of multiple choice item by choosing the correct definition of the word, and the vocabulary mastery is achieved when the score is above the average score. Okay, now we move to chapter 2. In chapter 2 there is MALL, Mobile Assisted Language Learning. Okay, the use of mobile devices such as smartphones helps to make language learning a more immersive experience for the speaker. Immersion using a mobile device is far cheaper and convenient alternative to being able to spend the time in the country where the language is naturally spoken. According to Ali, 2018, mobile phone as a new addition to information and communication technologies have created new ways to help learners in the process of foreign language learning. The adoption of using the mobile phone system appears to be the most practical way of delivering learning or mobile learning for the foreseeable future. Mobile assisted language learning (MALL) has been a burning issue among foreign language teachers, especially AFL teachers. According to Ruli, 2018, more MALL opens an opportunity for teachers who are digital immigrant to explore smartphone features for their students in learning a foreign language. Okay, next, WhatsApp in practice for learning English. Whatever the teacher's attitude towards technology, most teachers are at least somewhat familiar with WhatsApp and its capabilities. Like many other teachers already use it to stay in touch with their family or their friends. This means that it's only a small step towards using it as teaching tools. This study encouraged the teachers to not only use social media for communication or for fun, but also teaching and learning. Students are also familiar with WhatsApp, with many young people preferring this type of communication to face-to-face interaction. This combination of student and teacher familiarity makes WhatsApp one of the most accessible apps to use in English language learning classroom, as well as potentially one of the most collaborative. Here are some ways to work with WhatsApp. The first is encourage collaboration. Second, extend learning time. And the third, build confidence. Okay, next, vocabulary mastery and motivation. Definition of vocabulary mastery. To understand the language, vocabulary is crucial to be mastered by the learners. Vocabulary mastery is needed to express our ideas and to be able to understand other people saying. From the definition above, we can conclude that vocabulary mastery is an individual great skill in using words of the language, which is acquired based on their own interest, need, and motivation. Next, vocabulary mastery strategy. Vocabulary learning strategies that teachers can take into account. They can train their students to use these strategies. McCarthy, 1997, they proposed strategies to learn vocabulary as follows. 1. Guessing from context. 2. Using word parts and mnemonic technique to remember words. And 3. Using vocabulary cards to remember foreign language first language word pair. Previous studies. In previous studies, we have research presented by Benzalem in 2018 showed that using WhatsApp has significantly increased learners' vocabulary learning compared to the traditional method. Furthermore, using WhatsApp as a learning tool has been a positive experience for most participants as it has increased their motivation for learning. In light of these findings, it is recommended that language instructors consider using WhatsApp in teaching vocabulary and integrate it into the curriculum. WhatsApp allows instructors to teach a large number of vocabulary items given the fact that they may not have enough time to do it in the class. It helps them also reach all students through virtual communication, especially shy students who may not participate in face-to-face interaction. Okay, now we move to chapter 3. research design. This research is aimed to examine the effectiveness of using WhatsApp group chat in learning vocabulary. Gay, 1992, state that experimental research is only of the research that can truly test hypotheses concerning cause and effect relationship. The quasi-experimental research design was chosen because only assign randomly different treatments in two different classes and cannot artificially create groups for the experiment. Okay, next, population and sample. Population. Gay, 1992, stated that a population is a large number of groups to which is given treatment by our researchers whose result would be generalized. In this research, the population is all the students at the 11th grade of SMA Negeri 1 Pasangkayu in the academic year 2020 and 2021. And then sample. Gay, 1992, stated that the sample is the individual selected comprise. The selection of a sample is a very important step in conducting a research study. In this research, the researchers takes two classes to become a sample. The classes are 11th APS 2 and 11th APS 3. Okay, next, data collection method and research instrument. In this research, the researcher collecting the data through administering the test. It means that the researchers administer the test in the form of written test, in the form of multiple choice and matching word. The test gives twice, which is pre-test and post-test, both to groups. And then the instrument. Here the test is used to measure the student vocabulary mastery. The researchers use a type of achievement test, which means that the test should be representative of structure and skill that will be tested when the test must be appropriate with the grade. And the last is data analysis. In quantitative research, to analyze the data by using statistical data analysis. The data gathered from the field is numerical and can be formulated using the statistical method. Okay, that's all my explanation about my research project proposal. Thank you so much for listening and good morning. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.